Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's been about a month or two since I actually ended up updating the tier list. So I was like, alright, let's do it since we got the new end of month characters coming out, and I don't want to wait until the middle of the month because then mid-month characters drop. So it's like, I might as well do it now. We have a few characters to do. We had 2 resurrected characters for Heart, and then we had the new 1000 Blood War Parasol Ruruka. But yeah, we mainly based these characters off Guild Quest, kind of co-op, I guess, even though it's kind of outdated at this point, and Limit Breaker. That's mainly, you know, where we're going to be ranking them off of. Yeah, let's just hop in. Obviously, you know, maybe my tier list isn't 100% accurate. You know, maybe you have your own opinions. Maybe I have mine. I will probably be moving down some characters, by the way, because as you can see, the row is getting full, and I don't see anyone using. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like Ruruka. Like, she's like right there. She's on the edge. I really just want to drop her down to S. I can't lie. Like, I just think that these characters are much better. Like, even in Limit Breaker, it's like, why would you use her over Gremmy? You know, same thing with Bruno. Kenpachi is right there. It's just, I don't see anybody else using these guys. Like, they're fine, yes, but I do think power creep exists, and I think that they realistically have been replaced. They're still like top of S, but they're not SS. They're not them anymore. You know, when Bruno dropped, he was insane. When Ruruka dropped, she was really, really good. But yeah, but let's go over Masaki and Tokinata. And unfortunately, I don't have the old images of their resurrection, but essentially what they ended up picking up was a little bit more damage. So Masaki ended up getting full stamina only increased normal attack damage of 20% as her link, like her soul trait. But the main thing, I believe she also picked up multi-barrier if I'm not mistaken, but the main thing, she didn't pick up boosters. So it's like, she didn't really change like at all. Like, she's basically just the exact same. She's just the same as any other NAD character, to be honest. I think she's basically like around here. I think that was near Blubber. Soifan also doesn't have booster if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I'm not gonna. I think she's like around here, somewhere down here, low S. She's okay. She's a good booster, but then you get the booster. If you don't know what booster is, it's a skill that gives from 33% attack, focus, and defense all the way up to 43% attack, focus, and defense. And in this meta, focus is extremely valuable. Crazier that it's better than SP at this point, but yeah, it's very, very good. But besides that, she didn't really get too much in her resurrection. It was a decent resurrection. She just basically got more bruiser. And then Tokinata, unfortunately his link is very mid. He got damage taken minus 12%, which is horrible, like in any kind of content. But I do know his bruiser went up quite a bit, and then he also did end up picking up booster. For a second I thought he didn't, but he did. And I want to say he also picked up guard break if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I can't remember if he actually had it beforehand, but that's also a pretty good skill. And then he also picked up long reach and dodge soul reaper damage. I don't believe he had those innate skills. I wish it would show the pre-resurrected form on BBS Simulator, but it doesn't. And I have them resurrected, so I don't really have anything to look at. But yeah, so really good resurrection to be honest. I think he's up here. I think he's probably up near Shinji. He's a good booster essentially. Like, he's just a GQ bot. He's in S tier. He's in S tier. Now Ruruka, which funnily enough, another booster. She's another booster. I'll actually go over her entire kit though. She's a melee Quincy character with normal attack damage of 35% as her soul trait. She has no status elements, so she won't be stealing her procs or anything. She has an SH2 boost. She has a booster of 30%, bruiser of 75%, damage taken minus 16%, enhancer of 10 seconds, flurry +1 or +2 in guild quest, killer effect +30 or +50 in guild quest, long reach of 20, marauder, melee damage +10 or +30 in GQ, poise, and then weakened duration minus 100%. On top of that, her soul trait, her innate skills, my bad, is decreased Quincy damage minus 20%, dodge Quincy damage by 50%, I assume it says. It doesn't say it on here for whatever reason, and then sprinter +1. So like, she's fine. So yet again, just another booster. Where would I put her? Probably below Gremmy. Because he has the insane 53% booster, I believe, on his SA3, which just makes him more valuable. He has like a double boost. To be fair, you might even be able to lower her below Kensei. To be honest, because like she's not needed. If you don't know what guild quest phase, it says that she is the exact same guild quest as the end of year Bankai Ichigo. And 1-5 might need it. I never tested a 1-5 Ichigo, but I know a 2-5 Ichigo basically one-shots everything in the guild quest on Nightmare. So like she's practically not even needed. So she's probably just around there. If you don't have Ichigo, I feel as though she would be a pretty good side for Ishin. You know, you just bring her as a booster, Ishin, and then whatever bonus it is, or character buffer it is. I believe it's Mind Shuhei, the Academy Shuhei one, and then away you go. You're probably going to be cooking. But yeah, she's just not really needed, but she's fine. She's a fine character, and that's pretty much it for heart attributes. Not going to really change too much. I think these characters are all still very phenomenal for what they do. And yeah, let's hop on to the next attribute. Should be technique. Alright, so by the way, I'm not doing every resurrection. I'm just doing the resurrections that are kind of important. Like this Grimmjow, he got a slightly better link. But besides that, I don't think it's anything worth to note about. He's a very whatever resurrection. But the Hollybill, I think, got an actually pretty good boost. And then we have the new Gin, the Driscoll, and Momo. So yeah, let's hop right on in. So Hollybill, basically the big thing about her is her Berserker went up. She's a booster. I did not know she had an SA2 boost. I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely just thought it was a barrier. She has a booster. She has a boost SA2. That's kind of crazy. But she has the full stamina only increased strong attack damage of 20%. So she is one of the best links in the entire game. And then she has a good value, 60% Berserker. She has Havoc. Does she have... Oh, that's an airplane. She has the full stamina only increased strong attack damage of 30% in her innate skills and guard break. So like she has good damage, she has guard break, she has Havoc. I believe her strong attack kit is just kind of mediocre. So I don't think she's an S tier. Like her kit just isn't that great. I think I'm just gonna put her above Stark. And also I think I'm gonna do this. I don't think he's better than them because I think their link just carries them. These are the 3 best links in the game. I don't think I'm missing any of the technique ones. I think we only have 3 at the moment. But either way, like A tier, I'm not trying to rank it super specifically. It's like they're A tier. They're around here. Like good link. She's a fine character, but her strong attack kit just isn't that great. But the SA2 boost took me by surprise. I genuinely did not remember that she had an SA2 boost. That's kind of funny. But going on to the new Gin. I don't really know. He's kind of an awkward character. Probably just up by the... What is this Gin doing here? Did I rank this Gin and I used this Gin? Is that what happened? I think that's what happened. This guy's like way down here. Okay. So I think Power also has a Toastro that's gonna be super high up. Watch out for that. Watch out for that. Okay, so I used a random image. That's what happened. I was like, where did this guy even come from? Alright, going to the next character, we have Driscoll, the melee human killer. So he's going to be melee human, strong attack recharge time minus 14%. He has last rate on all of his strong attacks, including the charge SA3, similar to 5th Eni Ichigo or Safui Retsu, I believe is what it is. And then the SA2 is a superior strong attack, so it does 20% more damage, and then has a slightly longer cooldown, but he does have the 14% recharge, so I think that basically makes up for it. His skills has Berserker of 50%, a Debilitator of 2 seconds, Devastation of 60%, Frenzy plus 2, increased status summon chance against humans plus 10%, Marauder, Poise, he has Poise Break, Rampage of 2%, so every single time you get a kill, you get an extra 2% damage, SP boost at 80%, and weakened defense. So, off his skills alone, he probably would have been here, arguably number 1. But because of his kit, his SA3, which is a charge attack, so it's kind of slow, and then his SA1, which is a shotgun blast that just has really bad collision and is like it's really wide, very little range. It's not the best. He's not that great. Oh, and then he has an insane kill bonus actually as well. I almost forgot. Hopefully I didn't miss one of them. But yeah, he has an insane kill bonus, which makes him even better. Enemy defeated bonus, an extra 20% melee damage after 20 kills, extra 30% berserker after 40 kills, 60% devastation after 60, and 100% devastation after 100 kills. Unfortunately, this was basically just limit break request, but yeah, that's all these are for. Unfortunate, but yeah. So he is a good character, but after that, his mediocre skills. Also, he's Human Killer Plus, by the way. I keep forgetting to say that. I think like he performs worse than all of these characters. All of these characters. It will be interesting to see the new update with Giselle's Dominate effect. Kind of curious to see how that goes. I actually don't remember if we've used Giselle in the new GQ. I can't lie, but I know Giselle did well for me. So, like, and what I've seen personally, like, I haven't used any of these characters. I'm not gonna lie about it. I haven't used like any of them. I haven't summoned since end of year. All I'm doing is going off what other people have shown, and he does not score better than Soifon. He's not anything insane. In Limit Break request, sure, but that's because he has every single rule meant for him. He does fine, but yeah, he's kind of there. He's kind of there. Like, maybe you could boost him up over Lil Toto because she does have GQ skills, so she gets held back outside of Guild Quest. But Guild Quest is the main sort of content, so that's why I'm going to bump him down. If you think he's better than Lil Toto, sure. But I'm going to do this. Shinji, Giselle, and Gremmy are just so much better. They're just so much better. So, yeah, that is where I'm going to put Big Driscoll. He's good, but his skill, or his kit, is lacking. His skills are amazing, but that kit, yikes, yikes. Now moving on to the final technique character, Big Momo. So Momo is a Espada ranged killer, so she's basically joining Masaki on the battlefield, the hardest guild quest at the moment, to be honest. She has full stamina only, increased normal attack damage of 40% as her soul trait. She has lacerate and drain on all of her strong attacks except for her SA2, which is a barrier, which freaking sucks, and then an SA3 heal. Genuinely just make her a booster and it would have been so much better. Like, I don't see why. Like, this character was the one unit that genuinely like needed a booster. Like, Misaki needs a good booster because like we have Yukio from 2022, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 2021, and he's just kind of outdated. He's not that great. He doesn't have very good multipliers. And then the other character is Okiura. So like, he's a good damage dealer, but he's not a booster. So this Momo could have fit in perfectly. But now she's kind of just a melee character, or like a regular NAD unit. But what is interesting is she didn't really get any guild quest skills. She got Flurry +1, Gauge Rampage +1, so every time she procs her Gauge, I believe it's 100% more Bruiser, and then an extra Flurry +1. Yeah, so an extra 100% Flurry. 100% Flurry, that will be insane. 100% Bruiser and 1 Flurry. I mean, technically it's 100% Flurry, if you know, but okay. And then she has Healer of 30%, which is so garbage. Hit an enemy chance 100%, so bad. Long Reach 20%. Medic, Multi-Barrier +2. Poise, Start Gauge +70%, which is good. I like the Start Gauge, love that. Strong Attack Recharge Time -12%. So that kind of sucks, but it's fine, I guess. And then Weakened Duration -100%. And then on top of that, for her innate skills, she has an extra full stamina only increased normal attack damage of 40%, Sharpshooter and Sprinter +1. So this is a unit you want to have stay at full stamina, so I guess that's kind of what they were thinking by giving her the heal. But I'm sorry, but in Guild Quest they should know this by now. If you get hit one time, you're resetting. You're resetting. The run is dead. This unit has no damage besides Flurry of 1. When she's not at full stamina, so she has to stay at full stamina the entire time, or the run is 100% dead. So yeah, that is one little gripe I will say. And then she just has a lot of wasted skills. But Gauge Flurry, I can't speak, bro. I'm mixing every skill together. Gauge Rampage is very good. Every single time you get a kill, you do increase your gauge, so that way she can try to proc her gauge multiple times. So she is a good character. Where would I put her? Probably just by Geen and Robert. Like, I don't think she's like anything insane. Like, she doesn't even have that many like insane multipliers. Like, she basically just has 80% Bruiser and then Flurry 1, and then when she procs her gauge, it's good. So like, but the gauge, yeah, the gauge. I don't know. It's awkward. Also, I think I'm gonna push Bambi and Rengiku down. Probably just Bambi. I don't like Bambi. I think she's so bad. Also, I'm going to push these two characters down. I just think it's too full. It's too full, bro. Ichibei, I genuinely think he is fully replaced. He's done so. He's down by Quincy Ichigo. Aizen's still #1 NAD unit in the game, so he's still like top of S tier, but like Ichibei is just so bad. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, that's where I would put them. NAD units are awkward in S tier because I don't rank them fully by like it's not like fully in order. I must say that, but I try to somewhat vary it, but SS tier is where I like mainly go for the very best ones in order. But yeah, that is tech. Momo is interesting. Momo's interesting. I don't really know exactly where to place her because her gauge is very, very good. But you know, she's just like Aizen just has so much more than her. It's crazy. He has increased chance. He has the attack boost. Like, if only Momo got the increased chance or attack boost. Actually, no, only the attack boost. Increased chance kind of cucks character without killer plus. So, yeah. On to the next attribute. Alright, so we are on to the speed attribute. We have Ishin. Ishin, Asnat, and Yumachika. I don't believe there was any insane resurrections. I guess there was Baragon. I'll move him right there. I'll move him right there. Good job, buddy. I just don't think he's that great. He didn't really get any bonus, so he's very low. He's very low. Yeah, dude, SS tier is so stacked. Oh my god. I think like they're still good. They're still good, but I think I'm gonna bump them down. I think it's time. It's too full. Like SS tier needs to be the best speed units in the game. And I'm sorry, Asnat's going to be up here. Asnat's going to be up in SS tier. But these units, like, I just don't think they're them anymore. Uryu is great in Limit Breaker Quest. He's usable in Nightmare Guild Quest. But he's not one of these characters. He has to be 5-5 to clear, I'm pretty sure. Haven't seen any other Uryu lower than 5-5 clear Nightmare Guild Quest. And then Macy, like, she is fine. She's just so limited. Like, she's not worth summoning for, is how I would phrase it. Like, but like, she is good. She is a good character. Looking at Bambi, you're so lucky. The only other character in your guild quest is 7th Annie Ichigo, a character from like 700 years ago. But yeah, Ishin got a resurrection. I believe he got a pretty good boost, if I'm not mistaken. I really wish I could flip back and forth between what they were. But yeah, so he ended up getting damage to burning enemies of 20% as his soul trait, which is a mediocre soul trait, unfortunately. His Berserker went up, I want to say, by 40%. I swear that was even with his Bruiser beforehand. So correct me if I'm wrong. I just wish I could go back and forth between his regular 6-star and his Resurrection 6-star in BBSM. And then, yeah, honestly, that's about all he got. I guess he didn't really get too great of a Resurrection. So, I mean, he's about the same. I think I had him, like, A tier. Like, around here. I think I'm going to leave him there. I don't think he's that great. Frenzy 1, 60% Berserker. Like, no increased chance. No SP boost. Like, he's, yeah, he can just chill down in A tier. Like, he's pretty mid. He's pretty mid. I thought he got way more, but I guess he didn't. My bad. My bad. Now we're into Asnat. This character is insane. Like, I know everybody saw the GQ skills, me included. I'm not going to say I didn't. But he's so good. He's so good. I don't know exactly how fast he can clear. I know it was above 50 seconds at 2.5. Which is what you want in a Guild Quest character. But he was also good in Limit Breaker Quest. Melee Arankar. So yeah, let's go over his kit. He has Melee Arankar, Killer Plus. He is... Soul trait is strong attack recharge time minus 12%. Damage inflicted at full stamina by 20%. He has weaken plus on all of his strong attacks. Also, I completely forgot to mention, my bad, Driscoll has Lacerate plus. Hopefully I add this clip in at the little technique attribute area, but he has Lacerated plus. Forgot to mention it, but yeah. Asnat has weaken plus, so you weaken their defense by 70%. And then he has a debuff on his SA2, his Soul Bomb, and his EX skill, which is insane. So I believe his SA2 is a 30% debuff, his EX is 50, and his Soul Bomb is 70% debuff. I believe. I wish it would just tell you, but it doesn't. His debuffs are, like, help him out so much. He has and because he doesn't have any Berserker either, but because I saw the full stamina, I was like, oh, this character is going to be great. The full stamina definitely helps his case for him not having Berserker. He still one-shots the side mobs in guild quests, even at like 1 out of 5. He's a great character. Debilitator of 5 seconds. He has Devastation of 60%, Diminisher of 10 seconds, so the debuffs last quite a while. Freeze duration minus 100%, Frenzy plus 2 or plus 3 in guild quests, increased status summon chance against the wrong cards plus 10%, Killer effect plus 30 or plus 50 in GQ, Marauder, melee damage plus 10 or plus 30 in GQ, Poise Break outside of Brave Battles, and then he has SP boost at 80%, weaken defense, and then his innate skills is full stamina only, reduce strong attack cooldown by 6%, Havoc of 20, and Sprinter of plus 1. So even though he does have those debuffs, he has a pretty good amount of recharge to make up for it. So yeah, he is absolutely insane. I don't think he's better than these two. I still think they are like the pinnacle, but I do think he's better than Unohana. Like, I do think he is. 1, he's more consistent. 2, he's going to be better anywhere else because of the weakening plus. So anywhere he has killer, obviously, just like any other character, you want them to have killer. And like even in epic raids as well, I forgot to mention you could also base off epic raids. Like epic raids, he's insane. 1 soul bomb debuff, and then Kenpachi just hits him with an SA3, basically one-shots the epic raid when Kenpachi has killer, if he has SP boost. It's ludicrous against the Grimmjow and Ulquiorra epic raids. He's just an insane character. What was his attack kit? His kit, let me just double check. His kit was a AoE distance 750, okay, into a SA2 960, which is really, really good. If you don't know, it's kind of like, it's Byakuya as SA2 if I'm not mistaken, and then SA3 obviously is a full screen. So he has a really, really good strong attack kit, and yeah, he's just really, really good. Like, even though he doesn't have a status on his SA2, I guess that's a little bit annoying, but because it's a debuff, it makes up for it. It's just absolutely broken. So yeah, really, really good character. Don't think he's better than Uetsu, especially because the Uetsu doesn't like need any RNG or anything like that, and the Kenpachi he gets like 57 seconds in guild quests. He's a disgusting little man. And now, to end the tier list with a wet fart on the speed attribute, we have Yumachika, who is melee Arrancar. So it looks like you want to team him up with this guy, this guy. But he's not a booster, so you're not going to. You're going to be using Asnot, Gremmy, and whatever booster you have. I don't remember the Arrancar booster, I can't lie. But melee Arrancar, he has normal attack damage of 30%. He has paralysis on all of his strong attacks. He has team party speed attribute character damage to status and unaffected enemies of 30%. Bruiser of 50%. Damage to paralyzed enemies plus 40%. Flurry plus 1 or plus 2 in GQ. Freeze duration minus 100%. Guard break. Increased status summon chance against Arrancars plus 10%. Killer effect plus 30 or plus 50 in GQ. And then melee plus 10 or plus 30 in GQ plus poise. He's also a seasonal, which I really freaking hate. Like, why is he a seasonal? He's from a filler episode in Bleach. Like, I think he's basically the same as Grimmjow. Like, he's just around that same little area, like around these two characters. He's just a fine NAD unit, but he's just kind of not needed. He's a good link, 35% NAD, but he's just kind of a whatever character. And yeah, that's pretty much about it for speed. Asna is absolutely insane, and other than that, not too much in the attribute. Moving on to the next tier list. Alright, so now we have the power attribute, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'm gonna moving anyone down. I can't lie. Actually, what I will do, I'm gonna do this. I think Soifa, these two might be better than Mugetsu, to be honest, mainly because Mugetsu doesn't have debilitator. In Guild Quest, having to constantly keep reapplying that, unless he's 5'5", I don't think he one-shots, so you're going to have to keep constantly applying it. It's not that fun. It's really fun, I will say, outside of Guild Quest, because she doesn't have Guard Break. I can't put her at number 1. I think it is Senjumaru. After we saw how she performed and whatnot, I think she is number 1. She got like 55-something seconds in Guild Quest. Soifan does, I believe, get 55, 56, I believe. But outside of Guild Quest, she just really hinders because of the no guard break. So like, she's very limited on what limit breakers you can use. And I just, even in epic raids, I just don't really like her damage. I don't know why. It just feels off. Mugetsu's still great. He doesn't have killer plus though, no debilitator. So in limit breaker quests, especially, I was trying to use him against the poise enemies. He wasn't doing anything. It was so awkward. It was so awkward. And then Basby, I didn't know that he was like I didn't know he was like scoring. I underestimated him is basically what I'm gonna say. So he actually did much better than I thought he would in Guild Quest. I thought it was way worse, but I was way off. And in Limit Breaker Quest, he did really good. So I'm gonna give that to him. And in Epic Rates, obviously, Burn. He has the trap, really good. I guess the trap in Epic Rates actually doesn't do anything. I take that back. I don't think I can put him above Mugetsu. I am so contemplated. Maybe it's because of my hate against Basby. I don't know. But it's like, I think I'll wait to see how Full Hollow or how Mugetsu does in Guild Quest, because who knows? Maybe I'm completely wrong here, because his is at the end of the month. We just recently saw Basby's. We haven't seen Mugetsu with the new Guild Quest changes and like the full focus build or anything. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, Okiura is definitely at the bottom. I still think he's an SS tier character. He still clears Nightmare Guild Quest for me fairly easily. But it's you know, it's just not like the smoothest thing ever. So, you know, yeah. Like these characters are so much older, so much worse than Ulk, but yeah, going over Ryukin, resurrected character. I believe he got more Berserker. I want to say he got damage inflicted at full stamina. And then he got Nullify range resistance, I believe. Or he already had that. But the main selling point for this character, because like who even cares about him? Strong attack kit is irredeemable. He sucks. He has the full stamina only increased strong attack damage of 20% and the recharge of 14%. He is an insane Link. He is the best Link in the entire game. Also, why is Nemu above Orihime? That Link is broken. And then I swear there was another one. Oh, it was Ichigo. It was this Ichigo, so he's up here. Ryukin is just such an insane Link. W Link. But yeah, his kit, strong attack kit, is just very bad. So not really much worth going over that. You just use him as a Link and that's it. Toshiro, probably the best farmer that we have. I think this is exactly where I put Noitora. He's up here, I guess, but like yeah, like I think I don't think he's better than any of these characters. Oh, this is the Tosh, by the way. This is this Tosh. So I actually put him exactly where I put him last time. I just realized I already ranked him, and I'm so sorry. I forgot I already ranked him. This Tosh is like down here or something. That's so funny. I put him right next to where I thought he was gonna go. That's kind of funny. Okay, onto Shinji. My bad. I forgot I already ranked bro. I'll probably cut that entire segment out. We're on Shinji. Shinji is a very good character. It's unfortunate of his killer. It's so unfortunate of his killer. So Shinji is a no affiliation killer. And you know who else is a no affiliation killer? Did I say this guy's a wrong? No, I said it was Asna. Oetsu is the other no affiliation killer. So right away, Shinji is, that's mine. Shinji just doesn't have a set place unless you don't have Oetsu. Shinji is still a very good unit. He has strong attack recharge time minus 14%. He has dominate on all of his strong attacks, including his EX skill. Dominate plus, by the way, which the EX skill apparently has a higher chance to proc. I don't believe we know the actual value, but it has a higher chance to proc dominate, which is pretty good. Probably going to be a guaranteed proc if I had to guess. He has team party, increased damage to status unaffected enemies of 20%, a berserker of 80%, which I think him and Kenpachi are like the only ones with like that high of base berserker. Damage to dominated enemies plus 100%, debilitator of 7 seconds, devastation plus 80%, another 80, crazy. Fire duration minus 100%, frenzy plus 2, increased status on a chance to no affiliation enemies, poise break, SP boost to 80%, and weakened defense. So he is automatically going to be an SS tier character. He is just not putting him here, I'm just putting him in the SS tier. He is a very good character. He has killer plus, he has really good multipliers. It's just that he's nowhere near as good as Oetsu. Okay, not nowhere near, but he's just not as good. 2-5 Oetsu can get like 52 seconds in Guild Quest, whereas this Shinji, I don't even know if he's cracked 50 seconds in Guild Quest. I believe the thing that's lacking is just like he doesn't have an insane side bonus, like an extra 30% damage for Soul Reapers, like Power Soul Reapers or something. Or I forgot, he's not a Soul Reaper. That's his issue. It's his affiliation. He's a Hollow and a Captain. My bad. I was wondering, like, wait, why couldn't he use Mashiro? That's why. That's funny, too, because Mashiro's literally a Hollow. It should have been Hollow and Soul Reapers for her. That would have been crazy. Okay, well, but yeah. So, where am I going to put him? I think he's below Basby. I think he's below Basby. Also, Dominate. I just don't think it's going to be that great of a status element. Like, you mainly want, like, Weakening or Lacerate or something. Like, yeah, they attack the other mobs, but, like, it's pretty useless, to be honest. It's nothing insane. I'm so curious how Mugetsu is doing. I feel like he actually might drop down to here once we actually see him in the guild quest. We'll have to wait and see. But, yeah. I think this is fine. Like, you could move Shinji here. You can move him here. Like, it's, you know, if you want to. But like, his link is so good, the Mugetsu link. I think I'm going to stick with this. Like, Shinji's a great character. It's just he doesn't have the right support. Maybe he'll get it in the future. I don't know. But he's still a good unit. He's still, like, a top 5 power unit. Like, easily. Like, Ulk is not touching any of these characters, realistically. It's unfortunate, but Killer Plus is where it's at, man. Like, Mugetsu just has, like, that extra power creep, though. Like, without Killer Plus, he still has, like, insane amount of damage. But, yeah, I think that's going to be it for power. Let's go on to the next attribute. Alright, we're on to the final attribute, the Mind attribute. And we got 2 heavy hitters. I'm pretty sure we all can agree these guys are absolute peak, absolute must-haves. Like, I've never seen a better kit in my entire life. Okay, let's just, yeah, it's a joke. Going into Nanana, he is a ranged Stern Ritter killer, a normal attack damage character with a soul trait of 35%. He has Paralysis Plus on all of his strong attacks, which is very good. I do like that. NAD characters with Paralysis Plus, or any plus, is really good, to be honest. As long as it's like Weakening or something, not something useless like Confusion or like Poison. I don't know. It should be really, really good, because that way they don't steal your SP boost, and this way you can inflict status summons with your sides, and you can still get like the extra bonus skill, which is Team Party Mind attribute character damage to status summon affected enemies of 30%. Very, very good skill. He has a bruiser of 50%. Damage to paralyzed enemies plus 40%. Debilitator plus 5 seconds. He has Flurry plus 1 or plus 2 in GQ. Increased status summon chance against Quincy's plus 10%. Killer effect plus 30 or plus 50 in GQ. Poise, range damage plus 10 or plus 30 in GQ. Sharpshooter, and weaken duration. Minus 100%. So he is a good character. He's a really, really good booster. He's not a booster. He's a full-on NAD unit. I'm so stupid. I hate when I do that. In terms of like NAD units, he is S tier. I believe he's probably just above Wonderwise, because I believe Shunsui is a booster. And then Ulk just has like that insane damage capabilities. But to be honest, I kind of want to just say that these characters are just better because they don't have to rely on him proccing. When Masaki has an insane chance to proc, he's probably never going to proc. But he's still like the best side that Ranger Sparta has. So I guess I'll leave him. But yeah, he's somewhere up here. He's just chilling. Also, I think Candace is actually better than White. Rukia got a huge buff from that most recent Guild Quest change. I forgot if I mentioned it in the last tier list, so I'm going to just mention it. Candace got really, really good. I think she got like low 50 seconds. Like, still really, really good. I don't think White can do that anymore. And then Retsu is still a very, very good GQ unit. Still a good character in general. And then I still think that these are the top 2. But yeah, going on to Rin. Going on to Big Rin. So, Rin is a farmer. He's a mind farmer. He's a ranged hollow killer, damage inflicted at full stamina of 35%. He has drain on all of his strong attacks, berserker of 40%, coin drop plus 70%, crystal and jewel drop plus 75%, devastation plus 50, frenzy plus 2, guard break and hidden enemies. He has heartling slot potions plus 5, increased status summon chance against heart attribute enemies, strong attack recharge time minus 12%, and super heartling slot potions plus 10. So he's a really good farmer. Where's our last farmer? Oh, Balgo. No, you, actually. He's just a better farmer. It kind of depends what you're farming. I think he has a better kit. Or, he has more skills, like, for farming. Actually, I think it's actually the same. Super Heartling Slot Potions plus 10. Neninas has plus 10. And Heartling Slot Potions plus 5. Yeah, I think they have the exact same, except I think, plus 5, plus 10, because she also has it in the soul trait, which is very, very good. Yeah, Rin farms crystals and jewels. That's like the only difference, but I think Meninus has a better kit, more damage, especially for like going into Link slot trials. I just think she's a better character. But honestly, I'm gonna put him right next to her. Goated farmer. Actually, you know, I'll probably do this. I'll put the farmers back here. I'm not gonna have the farmers above these characters because like these characters are still good. I don't know. You could probably put them back. I don't know. Either way, this is the mind attribute, and that is the tier list. Obviously, not everyone's gonna agree. Some people are gonna disagree. I tried to put them where I think they go. Obviously, I haven't used them. I'm only going off what I've seen. So let me know down below what you would change, where you think they would go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll try to do these every month. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm fumbling all of my words. So sorry. Take care, and peace out.